Hey guys, it's JC Squared here, bringing you another Han game. This is gonna be a lower level playing game. It's gonna be a 5v5 all pick. What that means is you get to pick from all the heroes possible. On the Hellbourne side, you have Pebbles, which is a very nuke type character. He does a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. Bloodhunter is a carry hero. He's usually deemed useless until level 6, which his Hemorrhage ultimate can deal damage to those who walk once the person is casted on. Pollywog Priest is a pushing tower hero. His ultimate can send down wards that deal a lot of damage if he is higher level or on the same level as everybody else. Hammerstorm is a carry hero. His ultimate gives them extreme amount of damage, hence the brute strength ultimate. Engineer, as you've seen before, he's a support and carry depending on how you play. Bubbles, Defiler, and Tree of Forest are, I guess you could say, support. Mainly Defiler and Bubbles is a nuking hero, while Keeper of the Forest is a support. Moon Queen and Chronos are carry heroes. They, in the end game, which is later on within the game, they are used to finish off the game. On the Hellbourne side, you have Engineer, you have Hammerstorm, and as well as Bloodhunter. It might be a very bad, I guess, game if it continues on past 40-50 minutes. Usually you want to start off as a carry Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade is actually very good to just boost up the damage. I would actually never suggest starting off with a bottle. It's pretty much useless unless you're soloing mid. What that means is you're solo middle alone. And usually range heroes in the lower level playing field, you have range soloing middle, leveling up to level 6 as soon as possible. And usually when the person's in the middle is level 6, they want to help gank, which is support hero kills on the lower lanes or the top lanes, dependent on where the runes spawn. The runes spawn almost every 2 minutes on the dot, and if the rune is not taken at either the top or the bottom, it would not appear anywhere else, but it will remain there. So the first rune is actually invisibility. Now, looking at Chronos, he is thinking, usually Pebbles would want to solo mid or Bloodhunter, so he called Bubbles to go bottom with Keeper of the Forest. Usually you want a range and a melee to go together in order to sufficiently farm and defend off hero kills. So since Chronos guessed right, there's Pebbles in the middle, and now if you're farming Pebbles with Chronos, Chronos would definitely win because his damage is a lot higher than Pebbles. However, Chronos has to watch out for Pebbles' nuke, Stagmites, and Chuck. It does 800 damage at level 7, I believe. So those who have Pebbles soloing mid and you're playing against them, be careful. Now, Bubbles got Bottle as a first item because he thought he was soloing mid, but since the Sun character switch, it was actually detrimental to Bubbles, as you will actually I'm probably sure Bubbles will die soon against this Engineer and Bloodhunter combo. What he can do as Bloodhunter is silence using Blood Crazy for 5 seconds, and Engineer can launch a steam turret that can push Bubbles towards their area and send a keg to stun all of them at the same time. If it would actually hit, it would mean bye bye Bubbles. Up in the top lane, Defiler actually got Bottle is actually a very bad move, as well as Moon Queen, so expect a lot of deaths from them. Hammerstorm got a Mark of Novance, 2 Marks of Novances to increase his intelligence. However, as Hammerstorm, your skill build should be Hammer Throw until level 4, and stats. You switch stats and Hammer Throw until Hammer Throw is level 4, and then you want to upgrade Galvanize, which increases your walking speed and gives you extra armor. Sorry for missing this. As you can see, Bubbles has run out of his bottle to heal, and the tree is actually probably going for a blood chalice to continuously use his camouflage with invisibles, heroes, and his eyes, which gives people sight. As you can see, silence and the turret is a very deadly combo. I do not know why Bloodhunter got a blood chalice. He has absolutely no use for extra mana until level 6, and he's only actually level 2. So rushing a blood chalice as a blood hunter is very bad. Here in the middle, Chronos has finished his Iron Shield, which is very good if you want to continuously stay within the lane. And abusing the courier is very good because I believe Chronos ran out of Ruins of Blight. As you can see here, a lot of damage within a short amount of time. So he would probably need to use Ruins of Blight several times in order to get his farm continuously over. Up at the top we have Moon Queen. What you want to do as Moon Queen is you want to max your Moonbeam instead of what which I'm just gonna jump around here just in case I miss another fight or do not. Moon Queen should actually max his or her Moonbeam and leave multi-strike at either level 1 or nothing. There's absolutely no point for Lunar Glow at this moment because 6% base damage is absolutely no use. As you can see, there's 6% right here. You only got +4. Rushing the tower, as you can see up here, is actually very bad. If Moon Queen were to have his Moonbeam... Oh, actually, never mind. That was just a bad play. Usually at lower levels, unless you are a nuking character such as Bubbles or Pebbles, you do not want to rush the tower in like that. Now I believe Chronos does not know. Yeah, Chronos does not know Pebble was there, so he got his, or else he would have actually just used Time Leap to dodge away from his damage. That my voice was getting chapped, and apparently someone was singing out loud, very loudly in my house. Anyways, back to the game. In a few moments, I believe... I do not know why... Well, I'm just going to check the items here. I do not know why Pollywog Priest got a Crushing Claw and a Pretender's Crow. As an int hero, you do not want to get any of these items. Like, these two is very bad for an int hero. There's absolutely no point for you to get these two items or any part of the game. Unless, you know, you're very late, like 30-40 minutes in the game and you cannot farm anything else because you've been supporting your team the whole time and keep dying. Now back to the game. Now, seeing here Hammerstorm has Crushing Claw and Mark of Novance, I'm pretty sure he's gonna rush. He's gonna finally get his Blood Chalice. As Blood Hunter, you want to actually max level 1 feast, leave level 1 feast, max out Blood Crazy, and get Blood Sense. Let's see any part of the fight. Again, Chronos is abusing his the courier that the team bought. You see, it's very good to transport pots and get marchers, which is really useful in chasing down a hero and getting a first blood or getting a kill. Now these guys should actually stay within the creeps and get last hits and plan it instead of walking around and like crazy. Iron Buckle is actually very bad to get as your second item after a bottle. You should actually go for mana regen. I'm so sorry, I completely missed this fight here. My guess is probably that turret and keg combo. Oh, I see turret is on cooldown, so I'm pretty sure Blood Hunter blood crazied and steam turret. So Chronos is coming here. Most likely he's going to ulti and try to get a kill off either Engineer or Blood Hunter. Judging by the formation, Blood Hunter is probably going to die instead of Engineer. Here comes the nuke and attack. The tree should be helping, or else. Okay, so he does get him. But usually when as you're in an early team fight, all the heroes should concentrate on one just to get a kill, because our auto attack damage is very, very low. So as a roaming hero, you should always have a homecoming stone just so you can teleport across locations. At this moment, Chronos should have paid attention to the middle and told top to back, because Pebbles can do a lot of damage. Now, finally realizing it's too late, Defiler tries to save herself by silencing, but that's way too early. Moon Queen should be okay. To tell you the truth, if Pebbles were to stay and tossed, chuck something at Moon Queen, and Hammerstorm would have stunned, as Pollywog Priest should have got Electric Jolt instead of Morph, and that would have got them a lot more kills in the beginning. As Pollywog Priest, you want to get 4 Electric Jolts and 2 Tongue-Tied as you reach level 7. This is because Electric Jolt does 350 damage in a very short amount of time, and early on in the game there's really no point of maxing your Tongue-Tied, because the disable time on this skill is actually very useless due to the fact that all the heroes have no attack power. Okay, so I see Blood Hunter's got a very good first item. This actually should have been his first item, Steam Boots. After the starting bonus gold, obviously. I see that Hammerstorm's hiding in the trees, getting for a gank. So this is actually very bad. What Defiler should have done is silence Pollywog Priest so Moon Queen can escape. With boots, I believe Hammerstorm can chase, however not be able to get a good kill. As you can see here again, Engineer did the turret combo in synergy with Blood Hunter's Blood Crazy, which caused Bubbles to die. Now at this point of stage, Chronos should be saying, bottom's dying a lot, so we should actually swap positions so Bubbles can continuously farm to level 6 without dying as much. See what's the courier's holding. Okay, here is something you should not do as a Hammerstorm, because as Hammerstorm you're a carry and you want to engage in fights. Striders would reduce down to no speed bonus as like a normal boot if the character were to attack. So having this boot as Hammerstorm is practically useless. I believe that... Oh, sorry. I believe... Oh, here's probably... Nope. See, at this point, Bubbles should not have ran. He should have at least casted something and hold still. This is Pollywog's ulti, which sends down 8 wards. If placed right, you can trap someone into it without the hero escaping, and really you don't have to do anything. Pollywog Priest should have at least gotten a bottle or blood chalice. This could be